fishing story. You can read about it in my book called A Hawaiian Life. Actually, when I got here on Maui, I was invited in 1992. I played music at the Maui Beach for almost 20 years, and they closed for renovation. So the owner of the general manager at the Westin, Napili, was actually assistant general manager at the Mauna Kea like 6 years before. So he invited me over. And we stayed in the hotel. The guy said, take your time, and we did, being Hawaiians. We stayed there like 6 months before we got the boot. He said, take your time. It took our time. When we first arrived here, we put us up in a presidential suite. Imagine that, 11th floor. We had at that time, I had a bunch of kids, about 12 kids. And everybody loved it because, we came from Kona, where we had a farm community. We had a 4-seater outhouse. You could face north if you wanted to feel the cold winds. You could face south if you wanted to feel the warm winds. You could watch the sunrise in the east, or you could watch the sunset in the west. So we had a 4-seater outhouse. So when we reached the hotel, they had 7 bathrooms, 7 bathrooms and toilets, And 2 of the toilets had drinking fountains in them, too. We love that, So anyway, we stayed in the hotel, and as the months went by, we went from the 11th floor, 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 4, and we were on the 4th floor, overlooking when they come to pick up the rubbish, we knew that there was a hint. And what really did us in was our natural Hawaiian culture ways. Every in the morning at Black Rock, we used to watch the tourists go there and they'd throw peas in the water. And the water would boil with all these fish, Then they get their cameras and they take pictures by Black Rock. Anybody knows where Black Rock is? All being native Hawaiians, you look at the fish, you go, yum, yum, So we went up, went back to the big island and brought our throw nets. The tourists usually come out about 6 o'clock. We went out at 5 in the morning. And with one throw, my son covered, we got 8 buckets of fish, And those fish are so fat because they're fed every day, peas, I don't know, frozen peas and carrots or whatever. So anyway, we had 2 choices. Number one, we could clean them in a nice white sand beach over there. We could do the next best thing, which was to take it back to our room. So we took it to our room, and after cleaning that 8 buckets, we noticed that we cleaned them in the bathtub. The bathtub didn't drain too good. So we got the scales and the guts. We started flushing them down the toilet. And after that, the toilet didn't flush too good either. And what really did us in was we said, well, it would be nice. There's a fish called a kala, which has like a horn on the top. The best way to eat that is right on an open fire. So being as we didn't have a fire, we went downstairs, got some sand, got some rocks, and we took out the grill, from the ice box they have over there, put it there, and then we started a fire on our balcony. And then we wanted to take a shower, of course, but the bathtub was full and it was overflowing. So we took our soap, went down to the waterfalls to take a shower, the Westin. And we come back, we hear this, we thought it was one of those tourists exercising too much or something. Had to call rescue, 911. Come to find out, fire truck going right to the 4th floor to our room. And it was a small little fire, and he could put it out, but he blasted the hose, hit the stones. It broke a big hole flooded our whole room. And then what we did too, we didn't want to waste the fish, so we actually strung the fish all throughout our room. We salted them down so we could store it so we could take it back home to the big island. So there was complaints of fish. We didn't realize that all the conditioning on the 4th floor was all connected. So the smell going all the way down the complaints of fish smell. And we didn't realize too, when we plugged up our bathroom, the 4th, 5th, all the way to the 11th floor was all plugged up too. So needless to say, we were asked to leave the hotel. And I created this song called the 36 Mile Market because that's where we moved up north, more suitable for Hawaiians. Here it goes. You can read that stories and more in my book called Hawaiian Life. But just remember, the names have been changed to protect the innocent. Westin parking lot, you turn right. When they hit the stoplight, you go left. Past Puku, the sugarcane tree. What's Honokwai? What's that smell? You guessed it. Past Kapalo Airport. Toscanana. What's that smell? There's those double arches. Go to the drive-thru. Get $1 cheeseburger, $1 sundae, $1 drink, $1 French fries, and on my way. Past Kapalua, Honolulu Bay. Over the one-lane bridge. Check out the surf at the Willuka. Pick a few pineapples from field 53. When it was in existence. And I'm on my way again. With my friends, Sunny Junkyard. Sunny Chunks Junkyard. Towards the open pastures. Cow on the road. Getting past a few wild cattle, few wild donkeys. Finally reach Honokoha Valley. Big horseshoe turn. Past my friend Joe Cabato's house. Past Dan and Jan's fruit stand. Over the bridge. Finally I'm home to the 36-mile marker.